All right, welcome back to the P-Boys.
What up?
I'm here, Matt's here. It's a solo Joseph and Matt episode of the P-Boys.
Yeah, a little short staff today.
Yeah, we got rid of everyone else. Yeah. That's what we do here on the P-Boys. We're just always bringing heat.
So much fucking heat, bro.
Yeah. We just had the cardboard tubes in here. That was pretty cool, pretty exciting.
Yeah, it was wild. I was awestruck, you know?
Right. Two legends of the scene.
It was, one of the few times that, I like... I was just...
You were having an out-of-body experience.
Speechless.
Yeah.
Couldn't... just a big fan of their work.
Yeah.
Crushing New Way Bar.
Right.
Every time.
That's what they do. Yeah, we're starting a new format for the show. I'm going to test some things out. So leave a comment down below. What do you think of the new format of the show? Is it funny? Could you make it funnier? Leave a comment down below if you think you can make this show funnier.
Yeah, let us know how to be funny.
And subscribe. And watch the whole
like and subscribe.
Yeah.
That's what the content makers say.
Yeah.
So.
What's new with you, Matt? Anything of note that you want to bring up top?
Note with me? Not really. I don't know. Just kind of working on my business and doing some MMA on the side and doing a little stand-up, just trying to go full Joe Rogan.
Yeah, there you go.
I've been shaving the head for a long time.
Right.
So one thing
even before him.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know. When did he start shaving?
I don't know.
I think
probably
it's been a while.
Like 2012-ish?
I did start doing comedy before he got big. So
there you go. So you beat him to it.
Right. Well, he was doing comedy before me.
I know, but you beat him to the baldness, at least in your eyes.
In my eyes, yes.
Yeah.
That's right. Mm-hmm. Although I'd definitely getting into jiu-jitsu.
Because of him?
He was a big influence.
He was a big influence.
Not solely because of him.
Right.
The first time I ever did jiu-jitsu was actually in Israel like 10 years ago.
Uh-huh.
I was there for like 6 months on an internship, and my roommate was a big jiu-jitsu guy, and he brought me for one session.
Uh-huh.
And it was a lot of fun. And then I found a gym here in Clawson. Shout out to Victorious MMA over on Maple Road there.
Their new sponsor of the show.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah. Been doing that.
Matt, you really put the do you know where I'm going with this?
What, the jitsu and jiu-jitsu?
Yeah, that's what I was going with that, yeah.
I do put the jitsu in jiu-jitsu. Yeah, so I'm like, what are you going for? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I tried to turn that into a bit, but it didn't really work.
I think it'd be a pretty good bit.
Well, it wasn't that specifically.
What was the bit?
It was something like I started getting into jiu-jitsu. What was it? Jiu-jitsu is like a martial arts format, but jiu-jitsu is where you wrestle someone and then take their money.
Uh-huh.
It was something like that.
Okay.
It didn't work very well.
I think it's pretty good. There's probably more you can do with that. Like you can develop it more.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I have a lot of Jew material.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's on the lower end quality. So it's like you can only do so many Jew jokes until people are like, all right, enough of the fucking Jew shit.
Sure. Yeah.
Kind of just pushing the same button over and over again.
Yeah.
And that would just be kind of overkill for someone that's like,
Yeah. That's well, this might be a good time to bring up the new format of the show. Would be
a good time.
Yeah, we start
because I'm not familiar with it.
Yeah, so we can start. We could use the show to kind of build ideas for sketches and movies and stuff like that.
Okay.
And I think jiu-jitsu, that'd be a pretty good sketch.
Okay, that's the other thing that I'm interested in getting into sketch stuff, because a lot of bits I never figured out how to make them into stand-up. I didn't figure out the wording or really how to communicate it. And I'm like, maybe in sketch form you could express this thing. So jiu-jitsu could be one of those.
It'd be a good sketch.
And this actually, as far as ideas I can go through, I have a long document. I keep all my fucking comedy in Google Docs, a bunch of different ones. And I have one for all my junk, crappy bits that just weren't very
And jiu-jitsu is in that one?
I believe so.
Really?
Yes, it should be.
What would the jiu-jitsu sketch, it would be probably somebody like a rabbi,
like a Hasidic Jew.
Sure,
they got all the Jew things.
And it's doing like a commercial, and he's just like
people. Yeah. And I don't know, maybe taking their money.
Yeah. Yeah. That's about as far as that bit can go.
I don't know. I'm almost kind of envisioning a Hebrew Hammer type character.
Hebrew Hammer?
Did you ever see that movie?
No.
Oh.
Is this like a Jewish movie?
I wouldn't call it. I mean, it is. It's like.
We had Bible Man. Is that like sort of a
I've never
similar
heard
thing?
of Bible Man. It's probably similar.
Uh-huh.
Hebrew Hammer it was on Comedy Central a lot.
Oh,
It's
okay.
one of
No,
those,
that's
like,
not. Yeah.
Just kind of goofy, over the top movies.
Uh-huh.
And it's basically like a spoof on the movie Shaft, right?
Okay, so it's not a blaxploitation, but it's a
more kind of, but it's
Jew-sploitation.
He's this like super Jewy, and
Yeah.
like every scene is very stereotypical Jewy stuff.
Okay.
And there's some other racism sprinkled in.
Sure.
Right.
Who doesn't love some racism in a Comedy Central?
It's almost, you can also think Undercover Brother.
Undercover Brother.
Undercover
Okay.
Jew.
Undercover Jew.
More or less.
Yeah. That's what they call me, is an undercover Jew.
Are you? Yeah. You got some secrets?
I was in the tunnels.
You were in the tunnels? Okay. I don't know if that makes you Jewish then.
Did they have tunnels? Wasn't there like a tunnel thing going on?
I thought you were talking about Gaza.
No, in New York. Well, I guess the Gaza too.
Gaza's got tunnels. Yeah, right. There were New York tunnels.
There was New York tunnels?
Those tunnels are not quite as... there was something going on there.
Yeah, I
heard
don't know.
about it. I don't know what came of those tunnels, but...
I don't know. What's another sketch idea you have?
It's another sketch. Something we talked about is doing like little short
video
clips.
Yeah.
So I have a couple little just lines in music that could be very silly. So those are some ideas I've had. I haven't really brainstormed a ton of sketches.
Okay.
It's not something I've really... I would have to go back and look through, all my all my junk bits.
Sure.
And see, okay, there might have been something there, but...
Yeah.
I know.
I've been thinking of this one. Are you familiar with the Terrifier films?
No.
It's this new, like, big, hot series where it's this killer clown named Art the Clown, and he just, like, kills people in these, like, inventive and, like, very gory ways. And so that's sort of, like, what the series has become popular for.
I actually think my friend was telling me about that.
Okay.
It might have been the same thing.
Yeah, the new one recently came out, Terrifier 3.
Yeah. I think he was telling me. Is that the one where or maybe the second one?
What?
One of them where he, like, chops this woman up.
Probably. He, like, cuts her in half. Yeah, he has, like, a naked woman, like, upside down. And he cuts her, like, from her vagina to her head.
That's gross.
Yeah, it's pretty gross.
All right, so yeah, I heard of it.
Yeah,
I don't fuck with that shit.
Yeah, I don't really either. But it is. I like that it's a thing, but I don't really participate in that.
I mean, people can do whatever they want.
Yeah.
I remember I watched the first Saw movie. In high school. I was in high school when it came out. And it was very good, especially the first one in particular. Yeah. The twist at the end. I don't know if you remember it. But I was fucking terrified.
Really? You thought you were going to, like, mess with John Kramer and he was going to, like, lock you in a bathroom?
Maybe. I was very afraid to get into my car.
Yeah.
I just got in a car. I was like 16. Just started getting a car. I didn't realize you could get kidnapped. Someone's sitting in the back of your car.
Yeah, an old cancer-ridden man is going to kidnap you.
Make you fucking cut your foot off to survive, But they didn't come after me. So I'm still here. Still got both of my feet.
I want to make a sketch where, you know how the guy Saw's name is John Kramer?
I actually did not know that was...
Oh, okay. Saw,
it's Jewish.
Yeah. In the film, his name is John Kramer, and I thought, like, what if it was Kramer from Seinfeld? And so it's like Jerry and George wake up in a bathroom and they're like, George, what's going on? And then and then Kramer shows up and he's like, I want to play a game, Jerry. And
okay. There could be something there.
And then they have to blow each other at the end or something.
I thought he was just, what was his
Jigsaw?
Jigsaw, right?
Yeah,
that was.
Yeah, his name is John Kramer.
Okay,
so it's a stage name. Yeah, he's an open mic comic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's what he does after he bombs. That's how he takes out his aggression.
He just kidnaps someone in the audience,
murders them.
Yeah, maybe that's what the cardboard tubes do. Is they like, if someone makes fun of them, they kidnap them and lock them in their basement.
Okay, well, I've only done that several times.
Okay.
So now I'm terrified to get in my car.
What, you've only done? Oh, made fun of the cardboard tubes? Yeah, they're gonna track you down.
Well, I'm a target.
Like, Matt, we want to play shitty music for you.
No, no.
That's their form of torture.
Just kill me.
Yeah, their president grabbing by the pussy song.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with grabbing a couple pussies.
Yeah, if they grabbed a couple more pussies, they'd be happier.
If they did?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like, everybody loves grabbing pussies.
Yeah, who doesn't?
They're great.
Mm-hmm.
That was one of the things that, like, I sort of had a bit about it. I haven't tried it on stage. Is that, like, they publicized this whole grabbing by the pussy thing when, Trump first got elected, with the idea that would, like, torpedo his campaign.
Yeah.
But his supporters only liked him more because of it.
Because he grabs pussy.
It's like, yeah.
That is some fucking loser-ass president.
Pussy grabbing
who's not grabbing pussy.
I mean, Bill Clinton was grabbing pussies.
Bill Clinton was grabbing all sorts of stuff.
Right. He wasn't doing
He's grabbing underage pussy.
That's right. He was grabbing a little,
private jet pussy.
Yeah, that private jet,
Private island pussy.
Pubic hair pussy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah.
With Jacob here, I guess, are we still going to get into conspiracy?
We can still get into conspiracies.
I don't know.
We'll call this Matt Conspiracy Corner. Okay. Do you have a conspiracy you want to talk about?
I have all the conspiracies I want to talk about. Yeah.
Someone
not at the moment.
Someone left a comment on the TikTok. They weren't a fan of your contracts conspiracy theory that we have to sign contracts.
Well, who was it?
Some fucking loser.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, they're probably in government contract.
Yeah, I mean they're still in their contract. They haven't seen the light.
Is.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
What did they say? I'd like to. Oh, this is why I'm on social media. Fuck you.
Honestly, yeah, I wasn't going to tell you about it because no one likes to hear mean things about them, but it is pretty funny to like read the mean comments. Oh, that was another thing. It got blocked on TikTok.
That reel got blocked.
Because
I was talking about government contracts?
Yeah.
All right, so can I see
click on it. The middle one.
The middle one?
The one that says content blocked.
Community
guideline violation. Yeah.
Oh, shit. And then there's comments. I can't see it.
You can't see the comments?
No.
Oh, yeah, it's blocked. Oh, comments unavailable. Oh, so it blocked it completely. Damn, dude. TikTok does not like your content.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, so I got a strike on my TikTok and so. Yeah.
Wow.
Honestly, if my TikTok
that was out of all the conspiracy content, that was fairly innocuous.
Yeah, that was like top level, like that's not even like lower level conspiracy.
Yeah, I don't know, there's definitely levels to that shit.
Yeah.
But
yeah, so if my TikTok gets taken down, it's because of you, because of your conspiracies.
Whoops.
Yeah.
If they can't handle the heat, then get out of the fucking Joseph.
Exactly. Which, it's weird because TikTok is China, so why do they care if you're spreading conspiracy?
They say TikTok is China.
Uh-huh.
Chick-chock. But like...
Ching Chong?
I'm at the point where I'm like, the distinction between countries... I think is overplayed a little bit.
Well, China has Chinese people.
They do have China. I mean, I know that there are different countries, right? So different countries, different territories, and elite. But like, we have this idea that like the country is like a very unique sort of independent thing.
Uh-huh.
I think we know there's a lot of collaboration, but even like the thing with China, right? Everyone's like afraid of China.
Yeah. Are you afraid of China?
I was. But
you could kick their asses, so. I'm
not sure. There's a lot of them,
There's a lot of them, but like they're like so small, you can kind of, work your way around them.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Not Yao Ming.
Not Yao Ming.
Big dude. But I think the real things to be afraid of are not restricted to a country.
Uh-huh.
Right? It's not like Putin is not the problem. Xi Jinping is not the problem. Right, there's players that transcend countries.
Okay,
and everybody kind of thinks that the top level of like power and influence, and is like the presidents and the prime ministers, which is nonsense as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. Do you think the Minions were based on China, or is that something?
I always thought they were based on Mexicans.
Really?
Because they do
kind of, yeah. They're like, blah, 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 blah.
Well, I never really watched. I definitely never watched any of the movies.
Yeah.
And I was hanging out with my nieces and watching they had like the skits.
The what?
Skit? Did I say skits?
Skits. Skits. Oh,
right,
okay.
So the shorts.
Okay. Yeah.
The little minion shorts.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It's all very goofy. And one of them was like the minions. They go up to like somebody's house and
they steal jobs from Americans.
Not quite.
No.
They knock on the door and they go chupa la grasa. Right?
That is pretty Mexican sounding.
It sounded pretty Mexican.
Were they wearing like sombrero?
And they started like mowing the lawn and then all kinds of
stuff. I mean, yeah, that's a hate crime, like in a children's cartoon.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
They're spreading. It's cultural appropriation.
Right.
It's other things.
Yeah.
Even though that's not how you say cut the grass in Spanish or Mexican.
How do you say it in Mexican?
I don't know.
No.
Well, grass is césped.
How do you know that?
What? How do I know that?
Because of weed?
No.
Oh,
they call weed is yerba. I believe.
Yerba?
At least that's what certain Spanish-speaking.
Sounds like a Middle Eastern word.
Yerba?
Yerba?
Maybe. Could be.
I don't know.
I think. I don't speak Spanish.
Yeah. You listen to Spanish music?
I mean, I have, not like actively. I don't like.
Well, how do you know what the rappers call Mexican weed?
Well, because there's one rapper named Immortal Technique.
Uh-huh.
Well, I think he's Peruvian.
Mm-hmm. Named Kevin Rodriguez.
What's that?
His name was Kevin Rodriguez.
Maybe, although he's very different from Kevin Rodriguez.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure it's not Kevin Rodriguez. Yeah. If you know Immortal Technique and you know Kevin Rodriguez, you're like, these are probably two different people.
Yeah.
And I've seen pictures of him. He's definitely not.
Oh, okay.
Kevin Rodriguez.
He's actually a nice person.
Who?
Mortal Technique?
No.
No, okay.
No. He's very intense.
Oh, okay.
He's got some like dark lyrics.
Really?
Like shit that makes Eminem sound like kind of a pussy.
Oh shit.
Like although Eminem has some pretty dark lyrics too. But like,
how'd you stumble across this Immortal Technique?
Because in high school I was a big underground rap aficionado.
Uh-huh.
And he was big in the underground rap scene.
I'm gonna look him up. Immortal Technique.
Revolutionary Volume 2.
He's spoken English?
Yeah, it's mostly English.
Oh, okay.
He'll throw in some Spanish, kind of Pitbull style.
Okay.
But he's not party music like Pitbull.
He looks like a Breaking Bad character.
It's that, he's fuck the system type of guy.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't like Israel either.
Really?
Yeah, which when I was in high school, I was like, fuck you, man. You're still a good rapper, I guess.
Yeah.
But I didn't like his anti-Israel lyrics.
Right.
Yeah, and now I'm like, okay.
Yeah. I guess I can listen to this part.
Yeah, right.
Do the kids still listen to him? Or?
I don't know. I don't know if he's still, I don't know what's going on with him. I used to be very on top of music.
Immortal Technique's career?
Rap specifically, like when the latest hip hop albums as they were coming out, particularly like underground shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got to the point where it's like, I'm just gonna listen to the radio. It's just a lot less work than trying to like be a hip hop hipster.
Yeah,
I decided to focus on other things.
Yeah,
like the NFL draft.
Right,
it was more important.
Do you watch the NFL draft?
Not really.
No.
Sort of. I don't know. I'll keep up with it a little bit. I think it's entertaining, especially because the Lions are doing a good job.
Yeah,
the last couple of years.
This episode is going to come out the day before Election Day, so this is the big Election Day episode.
Yeah.
I'm just realizing.
Right.
So
if you're voting, then you're
gay,
an idiot,
and you're a gay retard.
Right.
Are you voting?
No.
I'll probably vote.
I haven't voted since 2008. Are you voting?
I'm probably going to vote.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you feel comfortable revealing who you're going to vote
Yeah,
for?
I'm probably going to vote for Trump.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Here's the way I see it. Well, first of all, I think voting is completely stupid.
It is, yeah.
Don't vote. It's a
dumb and
waste
gay.
of time and emotional investment. It's mathematically irrelevant.
Sure.
And the whole system's garbage anyways. But this election cycle, I truly think voting for Kamala is the most brain-dead thing someone could do.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, if you're voting for Trump, it's like, okay, I could see how you think he's better. But ultimately, I think they're both subject to the same kind of power players that operate behind the scenes that don't really care who the president is.
What do the Jews think about Trump? Because I've heard mixed signals from the Jews.
Yeah, there's a big split in the Jewish community. I mean, traditionally, over the last several decades, Jews, for the most part,
they voted for Trump every year.
This goes back before Trump.
Yeah.
For many decades, Jews have been very, very liberal.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's still a huge section of just very liberal Jews who are just committed to Democratic Party and all that kind of stuff and hate Trump and all that. Although over the last couple decades, probably the last 20 years or so, Republicans have been far more gung-ho about being pro-Israel. And so there's been a growing conservative Jewish movement, I guess.
Ben Shapiro.
Right, the Ben Shapiro types, exactly. Yeah. Right. So that's been more and more of a thing over the last 20 years or so. My dad's a big one of those.
There you
go. I guess I was kind of one of those for a minute.
Yeah.
But as far as Israel is concerned, I actually think it's very silly because I don't think that either president.
Kamala said she wants to help Israel.
First of all, Kamala does what they say.
Yeah.
Right? And ultimately, America, as far as I'm concerned, is a war machine.
Yeah.
And they're just going to support whatever war because the people who make those decisions make a lot of money off of it. And that's what they like. That's ultimately what it comes down to, as far as I'm concerned, with the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. I think the conflict has been perpetuated. I don't think it's a reflection of the people on the ground, but the international political and economic landscape incentivizes war, right? And so that is what keeps these two groups of people pitted against each other and compels them to do horrible things, which then justifies the next shitty thing, which is very profitable for
the U.S.
people. Well, that was profitable for the U.S., but it's profitable
for Bibi.
It's profitable for Bibi.
Yeah.
And Congress and the military-industrial complex.
All right.
Yeah. So once you see that war is a business, everything's different.
Yeah. We really need a businessman leading the war, though.
Yeah, that's what the Trumpers will say.
Right.
And ironically, Trump, at least in his rhetoric, has been pretty anti-war in general.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's going to play out in practice.
Yeah.
He was one of the least militarily active president. He didn't start a war. I mean, he did. There was always something going on. There was some bombings here and there.
He blew up some guys.
Yeah, a couple. What's the point?
Didn't he kill the president of Iran?
I don't think so.
No, the president of Iran. No, he killed the leader of some terrorist group in Iran, I think. And the president of Iran, his helicopter crashed a couple months ago or something like that.
Crashed. Huh?
Blew up or something. I don't know.
Interesting. Yeah. That's the other thing that the tea leaves have been revealing to me. Right?
The tea leaves? The ayahuasca leaves?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Because I like that, the ayahuasca leaves.
Yeah.
Basically, I had this intuition that the Israeli government and Hamas have been working together this whole time.
They told you that?
God told me.
God told you.
The spirits told me.
God was like, Matt, you need to know this. Yeah. This is only for your ears.
Basically.
Yeah.
I had visions.
Yeah.
And then, after I had these, certain things have been revealed to me. I didn't know that the Israeli government actually funded the establishment of Hamas.
Really?
Yeah.
That's just like how
That's
U.S.
an inconvenient fact.
It's like how the U.S. funded Al Qaeda.
It's very exactly.
The enemy to my enemy and whatever else.
Right.
But keep your enemies close.
It's all a game of smoke and mirrors.
Yeah.
Right. So the other kind of. So right now, Iran is like the big head, the big bad wolf of the Middle East.
Sure.
Right. At least according to mainstream American politics. Right. So Israel's our ally because they're a democracy and they're the good guys, and then Iran is the face of evil in
because they ride camels. And they
Because
wear
ride
dresses.
camels.
Yeah.
Right, but the current Iranian government was put in place by the fucking CIA.
Yeah.
Like, Iran was a democracy.
Well, that's why they crashed that helicopter.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm not familiar with the helicopter crash.
Okay.
It could be. So, Iran, their current shitty government that is sponsoring terrorism, that's why we got to take them out. That government was put there by the intelligence agencies. And that's not even like, you know.
Yeah. You'd think they just have a guy on the inside who's like, telling them.
Yeah.
You know.
It's my belief
he's
that
wearing the headdress and everything.
The ultimate
undercover
power players in the world, they play both sides in every conflict.
Yeah.
So like they're funding Hamas and Israel and, encouraging them to fight each other.
Yeah.
So that way people just on the ground hate the other human beings, and they're so distracted by that, and they think that that is the cause of their problems, and they're not looking up. Make sense?
Yeah, at the sun.
Right. If you look up at the sun, that'll hurt your eyes.
Yeah. Did you see that movie Don't Look Up?
No.
I
don't watch a lot of movies.
Oh, okay. I hated that movie. It was like it was supposed to be like about Trump, but it also like wasn't about Trump, and it was about like there's a meteor is about to hit the earth, and the president. Well, the president is Meryl Streep, but she's like basically Trump, and she's
Meryl
like
Streep playing trumpet.
Yeah. Trumpet. Yeah. And she's basically saying like, no, the meteor is not going to crash on Earth. Don't believe the media.
Fake news.
Yeah, pretty much. And then the meteor hits and everybody dies. So
it's a happy ending.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm fine with that.
With a meteor crashing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Just start over.
Yeah.
That's how
I don't think that would start things over. I think it would just.
It would start.
Depends on the size of the meteor.
We got to build a boat to get two of every animal.
Right.
The Bible tells us what to do.
Yeah.
In case of a catastrophe.
Yeah. If a meteor hits, just build a boat.
Right. And you should have built it already.
Yeah. Right.
With the cubits.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Got to reread that. How do you fucking build?
Do you think about meteors? Do you ever think like?
No, I don't.
Really?
Really.
Yeah, I never used to, but then I thought about it one day, and then now I think about it every once in a while. Like
meteor hitting Earth?
Yeah, just a meteor hitting. Like,
yeah.
What are we gonna do about it?
I'm not gonna do shit, so I don't think about it. You can't do anything.
Yeah.
So at that point,
I'd stop it.
Totally fucked. You would stop it.
I'd stop it. I'd
Armageddon.
Yeah. Drill a hole in it and pull out all its materials.
Yeah. Call up Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
Okay, that's how you do it. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's the best part of that's maybe the incentive of being a flat earther.
Yeah, there's no meteors.
Well, if it's flat, there's no meteors.
Yeah.
Check that off of the things.
No dinosaurs.
About. Yeah.
Have we talked about dinosaurs?
I believe we have.
Okay.
Yeah.
We don't have to retread that territory then.
Okay.
But
they might not be real.
Yeah.
Well, there's definitely some bullshit going on there. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. Someone hid the dinosaurs.
Someone hit the dinosaurs?
No, somebody hid them. Like they made them up. They put them there on purpose. Trick us.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Well, it's also, I don't know. Allegedly, they almost never find real skeletons. You think they're finding a whole T-Rex.
Yeah.
But they don't. They find a couple of bones.
Someone's just moving them around. Going back and forth.
Well, it's also I don't know. Allegedly, not that I know. There's no real way to distinguish some of these bones. It could easily just be a fucking elephant or something.
Yeah.
Like a crocodile. It's not necessarily a T-Rex. They just kind of.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff. Allegedly.
You just zoom in super close with the DNA, and then it'll say on the elephant, T-Rex.
Maybe. I think it got faded over the years.
I think that's what it is.
Right. Yeah, I can't really read it.
Yeah. Yeah, so RIP of the dinosaurs.
Moment of silence.
All right, Matt, let's get down to the brass tacks. This is brass tacks time, sponsored by Matt's Jiu-Jitsu Gym.
Yeah, Victorious MMA.
Yeah.
Come on down. Get your fucking ass.
What do we got? Why do we get down to the brass tacks too? We haven't been getting down. No, I'm asking. What do we have to get down to the brass tacks too?
I don't know. You're the one who decided to restructure these podcasts.
Yeah, that's true.
So And I read through the text, but I didn't memorize it. So
yeah, that's fine.
really sure.
I didn't even memorize it either. I think I didn't open the episode the way that I wrote I was going to open it. So, yeah. This is already off to a bad start.
It's off to a great start.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I watched a video. I watched a Patrick Bet David video talking about how to structure your podcast.
Okay.
And so I was like,
PBD.
Yeah.
Well, he just talked to Trump. Did you see that one?
No, I didn't. What did they talk about?
Fucking Trump shit.
Oh, okay.
You know, I thought it would be better. I was hoping it would be better.
Yeah.
I kind of sped through it.
You listen to it on 2 times speed.
I usually do that.
Yeah.
I usually go like 1.7. You know, 1.75.
Right. So it's not too fast, but it's, you know,
it's still pretty
gets you
fast.
quick.
It definitely ruins a lot of videos and things, you know, but I don't know. I don't have the patience to listen to people talking at this normal speed that I'm speaking at right now. Like if I was watching this at this
it'd be on
pace,
2 times speed.
I'd fucking kill myself.
Yeah.
Right?
You do have kind of a long, drawn out like way of speech, so.
Right.
Yeah.
Ironic. I can't fucking handle it.
Not like PBD, dude. He's fucking intense.
He is intense, and he really reminds me of my friend's dad.
Really?
Yeah, who's this Israeli guy.
Uh-huh.
They look kind of, and they have like the same voice and accent and everything. You know, if you were playing like a recording,
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I think it'd be tough to distinguish between.
It's like, so Mr. Trump, what happened with the assassination attempt?
The policies that you're proposing here. I don't know. They have the same kind
Yeah, that's pretty
of
good.
way they talk. No.
No.
Now let's break that. Let's unpack that.
Let's
unpack that a little bit.
Let's break down PBD and his
Here's
voice.
what I'm thinking.
All right.
You got this. You got these.
Uh-huh.
I was drinking a glass of wine with my wife.
Uh-huh.
And we're talking about something else.
Oh, this is your PBD impression?
PBD.
Okay.
You didn't know what I was doing.
Okay, no. Keep going.
I don't know. I haven't listened to him in a while. But
Yeah.
that's how he talks.
Yeah. It's very intense. Yeah, I'm not a fan.
Not a fan?
No.
Really?
No, because he's a Assyrian. That's like my sworn nemesis is the Assyrians.
I thought you were Assyrian.
No, I'm Chaldean.
Yeah, it's not the same thing. Did Paul say it was the same thing?
He insists it's the same thing. I kind of don't care. I'm just going to keep calling myself Chaldean.
Okay.
Yeah.
But he calls himself Assyrian.
Yeah, he calls himself Assyrian Chaldean.
Okay.
I don't
So that
know.
wasn't enough of a. He says Assyrian Chaldean.
Yeah.
Okay, so that wasn't enough of that in common, at least the Chaldean part.
Yeah, but not PBD. PBD is he's just Assyrian.
Okay.
So if I'd have to fight him.
Paul said Assyrian Chaldean?
Yeah, Paul is Assyrian Chaldean.
Oh.
PBD is just Assyrian.
Just Assyrian.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So he's my sworn nemesis.
I guess so.
Yeah.
As long as your sworn nemesis is not the Jews.
No. No. They're pretty cool.
Some of them.
Some of them. Yeah, so we got down to the brass tacks on that.
That was the brass tacks.
Yeah.
Right there. I don't know why
the PBD
people keep saying
brass
tacks.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
I think
Brass
someone
tack.
told me it has something to do with like the tax on
Like doing your
like
taxes. Taxes on brass.
tax on brass, like import,
Metal, like imported tax.
Yeah.
But why does everyone talk about for everything is just the taxes on?
It's the brass because we have to get down to the brass tacks because it's like something we got to talk about. We got to talk about the brass tacks.
I don't. It doesn't make sense. It does not compute. My brain just had to control alt delete.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, so what's going on with me? I was at Punchline last night, and
How'd that go for
it was super awkward because the host was like, it kind of bugs me whenever people like comedians make it like comedy is so important, and that like he was like kind of what do they call it, like proselytizing?
Okay.
I don't know, and then he was like
Evangelizing.
so, yeah, essentially,
Yeah.
but like he was like evangelizing comedy. And he was talking like very seriously, and he would he's never gonna watch this, so I don't care if I'm slapping him.
Fuck him.
Yeah, but he and he was like mad at me because he was like, you don't hang around here, like you always just come up and then leave, and that's not how you do well in comedy. Like you got to get to know people, and you got to like you got to like be around. And I'm like, dude, I have no interest in being here right now. I'm only here to do comedy. I don't want to be your friend.
Who runs that one?
His name is Alton Boogie Williams, I think.
Ah, really?
Yeah.
I don't know he runs Punchline.
Yeah, I think he's like the manager there or something.
A couple times. I've done his stuff a couple times. He did a couple shows.
He's a nice guy. I mean, I've talked to him outside of that, but like for some reason last night he was like on something that he had to like, he like kept on like in between sets. He would go on for like 20 minutes about how important it is that we're there doing comedy and that people aren't brave enough to do comedy, but then also everybody is brave enough to get up on that stage and he's proud of us, but also he doesn't like that people complain when the host takes too long. It was just weird.
Yeah, but sometimes the host does take too long.
Yeah,
it fucks up the show.
Yeah, but that's how Punchline is. The host does like an hour up top, and then they just do whatever they want in whatever order they want for the rest of the show.
Yeah,
that's why I don't like going there. But
I've only gone there a couple times.
Okay.
But yeah, never gone when he was hosting it. I've done, like I said, done some of his other stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think he called you out on stage in front of everybody. Or
he called me out on stage in front of everybody, and then throughout the night he would like reference the fact that I was Chaldean and that I was there and that I need to hang around more comedians. And then after the show, he was like talking to me and he was like explaining to me something that Kevin Hart told him that it was like, I don't know. It was.
What did Kevin Hart tell him?
I don't remember.
Oh, come on.
I wasn't listening. Whenever people in comedy try to lecture me, I just tune them out because I'm like, I don't give a fuck what they're saying. You know, I'm here to do an open mic. Like, I'm not trying to like learn life lessons.
All right. Do your thing.
I probably should have because I mean he made a career out of it.
It came from
Kevin Hart's lips.
He's someone who is probably worth listening to, especially if it comes to comedy.
Yeah,
he's doing pretty well for himself.
Yeah,
I checked. You know,
he is. But I just have a thing where like just if someone is lecturing me, I just tune them out and I'm just like, I don't care.
Okay, well I'm gonna have to lecture you about that.
All right.
Okay.
So listen, Boogie, if you're watching this, I don't have any problems with you. Just don't tell me what to do. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Maybe he's just trying to help out.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Ultimately, that's what it is. I have a bit about that. About
Boogie.
Getting advice, not from Boogie specifically,
yeah.
From another comic who's also black.
Who was it?
It was Bobo Lamb.
I have no idea who that is, but that sounds about right.
Yeah, so he was hosting Gratiot Pub in the summer of 2020. So obviously 2020, there was lockdowns, and so nothing was happening. And then the summer opened up. And Gratiot Pub was one of the few open mics that was up and running, and it was like popping because there was nothing else to do.
Yeah,
it was a lot of fun, and Bobo Lamb was the host, and he's been doing it a long time. He's been on some pretty cool shit actually, and he came out and his advice they're like the outside. Are you familiar with Gratiot Pub?
No,
you never been there?
No, I've never been there.
It's like an outdoor area.
I know that, but I've never been there.
Right. And then there's like the inside, and comics are hanging out outside.
Yeah.
And Bobo comes out and starts giving us the advice he gives us. Here's what y'all need to do. Got to find yourself a Jew.
Yeah.
Okay? That's how the game works. You the hoe, and the Jew is your pimp. You let that Jew pimp your ass out. And that's one of my bits about reacting to that as a Jew and a comic.
Yeah.
Right?
You just got to find another Jew, which is probably easy for you.
Yeah, well, that's part of the
thing.
Yeah. Because as a Jew, my reaction at the time was like, fuck you. I mean, you can't just talk like that. It's fucked up. But as a comedian, I'm like, okay, find a Jew. That's a pretty good idea, Bobo. Yeah.
Did he have a Jew? Like, where did that come from?
No, he said that the reason he fucked up his career is he didn't find a Jew, right? He tried to book everything himself and do it himself, and didn't have the connections.
Didn't have the Jew.
And if he had an agent, then he thinks he could have had a really big career. And then that kind of, I roll that into my other Jew jokes, especially about Jews being agents.
That's something I've been talking about with Malachi is because I'm trying to get like bigger guests to come on the podcast.
Okay.
But I don't have like connections. So I thought about like faking an agency and then like reaching out to agents and being like, hey, here's this big podcast. Like your client should come on it.
Uh-huh.
And I've been trying that, but it hasn't been working. I'm just not really getting anything. So then I thought about what if I just get an agent?
You could do that.
Yeah.
That's another option.
I got to find a Jew.
Find a Jew. All right, I'll hook you up.
Yeah.
Well, I think you can't like lie about how big the podcast is. I feel like they can just look it up and see if there's a legit podcast or just a couple of comics starting some shit in some studio in a random building in Southfield, Michigan.
Right.
You know.
But it has 2,000 subscribers on YouTube. So
hell yeah. Right?
Yeah.
Well, hopefully 2001 pretty fucking soon.
Well, it's more like 2040. So
okay.
Yeah.
All right. We're going for 2041.
Yeah.
2042 after that. That's how it goes. Just build it up.
Yeah.
But, how about this? I would just kind of make it a popular podcast and then it sells itself.
That's true too.
That's how these things typically work.
I gotta re-listen to that Patrick Bet David video about how to make a good podcast.
Yeah, you should pay attention. Were you not listening?
I wasn't listening. No.
Listening to the podcast, but not listening.
Yeah.
Had it on 2 times speed.
And I just heard him yelling about, to start your best podcast, you gotta just make really good podcast content, and you got to make content that people like to listen to. And I was like, all right, I can do that.
Your PBD sounds very Asian.
Yeah.
Which I think as a Middle Easterner, as a Chaldean yourself, you should be able to do.
Yeah, I should be able to do. Well, I was speeding up, so that was my sped up PBD.
That was your sped up PBD. Well,
Yeah.
sped up PBD sounds Chinese.
Yeah.
So maybe Korean or something.
Yeah. Maybe that's why Trump, he didn't like him in that interview because he thought he was Chinese. Because you were listening to it on 2 times speed.
Yeah, but I listened to everything at 1.7.
Okay.
So, and I don't really believe in politics. I'm not really voting for Trump.
Yeah.
I agree with a lot of his rhetoric, but I think it's just rhetoric, and I don't think it's going to translate into taking down the establishment or draining the swamp as he claims to be intended. If he does, then that's great, But
just don't tell Shrek.
Just don't tell Shrek.
Yeah.
Who's Shrek again?
Shrek. He lives in a swamp.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's going to cause this? All right. Trump is going to be the Lord Farquaad.
Yeah.
To Shrek all over.
Did you just say who's Shrek?
I thought that was like.
Oh, that was a reference to something else? Okay.
I thought you were like calling somebody Shrek, like Chris Christie or some
Christie,
fat guy,
He's got Shrek-like qualities.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. I thought you were saying it satirically.
No, I was talking about
the Shrek.
The Shrek from the Shrek. What's Shrek's last name?
I don't think Shrek has a last name.
Yeah.
Shrek Ogerson.
Shrek Ogerson. That sounds like a football player.
Could be, yeah.
Yeah.
Nose tackle type guy. Ooh, that'd be a good name. Shrek Ogerson.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the kind of guy you want in the middle of that defense.
Yeah. Did you play football?
I did.
Did people make jokes about you being a nose tackle?
No.
No? Oh, okay.
I did not.
I thought that was like a popular joke, like for Jewish football players.
Jews?
Yeah.
No.
That he's a nose tackle.
The popular joke is just Jews trying to play football.
Yeah, that is a good joke. Yeah.
Joke,
Who's that one guy?
Jewish guy?
Yeah.
NFL player?
Yeah.
There's a couple of them.
Oh, I thought there was. Who's the one I'm thinking of? Julian Edelson? Is that?
Julian Edelson? Yeah.
Okay.
He's a Jew.
Yeah.
Put him on the next Adam Sandler Hanukkah song.
Yeah, there you go.
There's been a couple. Igor Olshansky. He was a
That's a horrible name.
It's pretty Eastern European.
Yeah.
He was a Jewish guy on the Chargers. There's Gabe Karami for the Bears.
Gabe Jervis.
Bear Jew. He was literally the Bear
He's the Bear Jew?
Yeah.
Really?
He was an offensive lineman. He played at Wisconsin and then got drafted by the Bears, but he wasn't very good.
Mm-hmm.
Packers running back A.J. Dillon is Jewish, so that's super neat. And we've had a couple of kickers, too.
There you go.
Yeah.
Leave a comment down below. Who's your favorite Jewish football player?
Who's your favorite NFL Jewish player of all time? That's a good. I've named all 5.
Yeah. That's pretty cool, though. I mean, you guys, I don't think there's any Chaldean football players, so you got us. Got us beat.
There could be. There's a couple of Middle Eastern ones. There was one guy who played for Ohio State who ended up getting drafted.
Yeah, but if there's a Chaldean one, then the Chaldean community wouldn't shut the fuck up about it. Like that.
No. Exactly.
There's one guy, Justin Merrim, who's a soccer player, and people love talking about how like he's a Chaldean guy who plays soccer, and
where does he play?
I don't know.
Professionally, like
professionally, yeah.
Okay.
I think he's from around here too. Like I think he was.
Oh, really?
From here, but then he plays like overseas.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, good for him.
We should get him on the podcast. We could probably get him.
We should. He needs the publicity.
I got to get all the famous Chaldeans on the podcast.
Yeah.
Paul.
Famous Chaldeans.
Him.
We've already had Paul.
Yeah.
There's him. How many other famous ones you got?
Who else?
I was about to say what's his name, but he's not Chaldean. Is he Palestinian? DJ Khaled.
Oh yeah, he's Palestinian.
Huh.
He's got a buddy who's Chaldean though. Chris Smokes is his buddy's name.
Okay.
I think he's Chaldean. I met him before. That was kind of weird.
Meeting him was
Chris.
weird?
Yeah.
What was weird about it?
He's just a weird guy. I don't know. Like big Middle Eastern guy. His name is Chris Smokes. He his whole thing I think is just like he's DJ Khaled's buddy and he like hooks him up with shoes or something. Chris Smokes. Chaldean.
Real name Smokes?
That's his real last name, yeah.
Okay. That's a good name for a rapper.
Yeah.
That's a good stage name. Especially if they smoke a lot of ganja.
I don't see it says that he's Chaldean, but he probably is. I don't know. Let me show you this guy.
He looks like DJ Khaled.
Yeah, he does.
DJ Khaled. What does he do?
He just hangs out with DJ Khaled. I think that's his whole thing. He's like his buddy.
He's just his personal blunt roller.
Or maybe he's like a fashion designer, I think.
Okay.
I don't know. We could probably get him on the podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, looks like he lost some weight. He must be on Ozempic or something. Oh, wow. He lost a ton of weight. That's like definitely an Ozempic bod.
After
yeah.
pictures? That's Chris Smokes, not DJ Khaled?
Yeah, that's Chris Smokes.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So, Chris Smokes, come on the podcast.
Neat. Yeah, Chris Smokes, you got to open invite.
And then bring DJ Khaled.
Yeah, bring the DJ along. And
are you a fan of DJ Khaled?
I don't dislike him. He's more of a producer, right?
He's a producer, yeah.
Yeah, so, I kind of hear him.
I like more just making fun of it. Like, he's a lot of just the clips I see of him are just, ridiculous clips. And he's just, he's like...
He does some silly stuff.
Yeah.
I respect that.
Yeah.
Enjoy it.
I don't know if he's doing a bit or, like, if he's actually, like, that retarded. He's like, what was the big one? He's like, let's go to the beach. And that's just the video. Yeah.
I guess when you're DJ Khaled,
you just go to the beach. Yeah.
His content speaks for itself.
Yeah.
For them to be creative, you just kind of say whatever.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
Man, I can't believe my corporations thing got taken down on TikTok.
Yeah, dude, they're coming after you.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of people talking about that stuff now.
There is?
Yeah. Like
okay.
Define.
Well, not on TikTok.
It's like a growing
within your circle.
Within my sphere of influence.
Yeah.
The videos that the algorithm shares with me.
Uh-huh. I thought it'd be fun if we started reading comments on the podcast to you, just to let people know that we're like...
Sure.
Let's see.
What do say about me? Anything interesting?
I don't think anyone says anything about you, more so just about like the
podcast.
The podcast itself.
Okay.
We get a lot of comments that are like, it should be illegal to buy podcasting equipment. Which is yeah.
Okay.
Which the first time I saw it, I was like, oh, that's pretty clever. But then now it's gotten to the point where like everybody comments that.
Well, then it's just played out.
Yeah. So it's like, come up with something cooler.
You're gonna talk shit.
You
it should be illegal to buy cameras and microphones.
Yeah.
No, it shouldn't.
Especially if you're a podcast, you should be allowed to do that.
Yeah.
I kind of like reading mean comments. Like, I know people say you're not supposed to do that, but someone just said, terrible clip, no context.
I could literally already feel like, oh, this is why the contents fuck you up.
Yeah.
Because I already want to punch everybody in the face.
Really?
You know what I mean? Everyone is saying, hey, it should be illegal to then go fuck yourself.
Yeah, it is kind of gay.
You didn't have to live. If you didn't like it, you could just not do anything.
Yeah, but also it helps with the algorithm if they leave comments, so that's why I don't mind it.
Okay, then keep leaving the comments.
Yeah.
You fucking suck.
Right?
This isn't easy, you know what I mean? But it's also like, it's like when an open micer gets up there and they start doing comedy and they're not good at comedy because they're just like getting it started. It's like nobody talks shit to that person. You know what I mean? At least you shouldn't. You're kind of a piece of shit if you do. You know what I mean? It's like, all right, yeah, they kind of suck at comedy.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, yeah, we're not good at podcasting yet. We're just starting it.
Yeah.
That's how things are.
Yeah,
So,
fucking idiots.
yeah.
Leave a comment. Tell us how fucking
Tell
stupid
us how
you
fucking courageous we are.
Yeah.
For
We're really saving podcasts.
doing this venture. You know?
I remember there was one podcast we were talking about Kevin Spacey, and then this one lady was like arguing with people in the comments about how Kevin Spacey's actually innocent and how he's like not a bad guy, and like just defending him to the core. And I was
going
like,
back and forth.
yeah, and I was like, this is the type
This
of,
is great for the algorithm.
this is great.
Keep arguing.
I love when ladies like get upset about Kevin Spacey.
Yes, it's very helpful. When
Yeah.
you're trying to boost your fucking podcast views.
Yeah. So guys, leave a comment down below. What do you think about Kevin Spacey? Do you think he's having to come back? Let us know. He was on Tucker Carlson.
Did he touch those kids?
Probably,
Almost
but who cares?
Certainly, yes.
They're all gay now, so it doesn't even matter.
Yeah. So they wanted it.
Yeah.
You know? Right.
Exactly.
That's kind of how it all works.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, given the shit that I've been getting into and just how...
What does that mean?
Not getting into
Are you
personally.
gay now?
No. I'm saying things I have listened to on the internets. The crossover between, like, celebrities and this underground pedophilia ring.
Yeah.
There's a lot of it.
Yeah.
So
Malachi wasn't a fan of that.
he was not a fan.
Yeah.
But he'll come around. He's still a young.
He'll come around,
He's
yeah.
got things to learn.
Right.
And I don't
We got to send him out to Hollywood for a weekend and just tell him, like,
and
dude.
when he gets butt fucked the whole time,
Right.
he's like, oh, this is
what
they were
Matt was talking about.
Yeah, right. Tried
Yeah.
to warn you, buddy.
Yeah, watch out for all
Looking
this.
at this chair like he's here, but
The circumcised penis is coming his way.
yeah, there's a lot of them.
Yeah. Also, there's the thing, like, they all have mangled dicks. Like, Harvey Weinstein apparently had a bad dick. Epstein had, like, a bad dick. Like,
Interesting.
yeah.
I didn't know that.
Maybe, like, trying to
I knew that about Harvey
overcompensate.
Weinstein, but not Jeffrey Epstein.
I might have just made that up. I don't even know.
I've heard that about Harvey Weinstein. He had
Okay.
some kind of weird, like, skin disease on his dick.
Yeah.
So which made it even that much more gross. He was fucking raping all these girls. But, you know, that could also be kind of a part of, you know, because, again, there's this kind of underground fucked up shit where they're doing awful stuff to kids.
Yeah.
Traumatizing the fathers, just, like, literally torturing them. And then, so it's very possible, if not, with Epstein, it's almost certain that he, like, came up that way. Like, he was just fucked up as a kid because he was part of it. And probably Harvey Weinstein, too. And that's how they rise to these levels of,
Power.
yeah.
Yeah, well, like, Kevin Spacey, I think, didn't he say, like, his dad, like, would rape them when they were kids, and so that's how he got into it?
I didn't hear about that specifically.
Oh, okay.
That's usually how
he thought it was
happens.
cool. He thought, like, oh, my dad does it, so, like, you know, it must be cool to, like, rape kids.
Yeah, well, that's kind of how it goes.
Yeah.
You know, it's
We should get Kevin Spacey. We could probably get Kevin Spacey on the podcast.
yeah. What or his dad? You know,
His dad might be dead.
no,
We get the ghost of Kevin Spacey's dad to come on the podcast and
maybe he's already here.
talk about raping.
Yeah,
That'd be pretty cool.
yeah, right. That'd be some great content.
Yeah.
Get a lot of followers.
I think we actually could get Kevin Spacey on the podcast.
What he's not. He's got nothing better.
He's got nothing going on.
Okay.
If I tell him, like, dude, like, you can jerk off, like, after the podcast, he'd...
on your face.
No, just in the same room as me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just Louis C.K. style.
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't take it that far.
All right.
I just let him, like, do it.
Would you take your shirt off if that's what he needed?
If he doesn't get it on me, then sure.
Right.
Yeah.
There's no contact.
Right.
Again, it's the Louis C.K. deal.
Yeah.
Right? You just sit over
Just
there.
do it into the garbage bin.
Take your shirt off.
We won't talk about it.
Whack off.
Exactly.
And then, we could upload that. That would probably be a Patreon episode.
That'd be a good Patreon episode. Yeah. And then the Kevin Spacey jerking off, that would also be a part of it. So,
Right. That's what I meant.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That'd be pretty cool. He might be cool with us filming that.
Okay. Well, let's find out.
We'll find out. We'll reach out to Kevin Spacey.
I'm sure his,
Probably doesn't have what Bobo, what's his name?
Bobo Lamb?
He probably doesn't have what Bobo Lamb would refer to as a Jew anymore. So.
I doubt that. I'm sure he's got lots of Jews.
You think so?
Kind of. I mean, different kind of Jews. Not agents trying to, book him on stuff.
What kind of Jews do you think he is?
Them underground Jews.
Oh, okay. I was referring to agents. I don't think he has an agent anymore.
Probably not.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Would you rep him?
Would I rep him? I don't know. I'm not an agent. I don't know how to do that.
Oh, okay.
It's not my fucking gig.
It's not just like something you're born with.
Not in my DNA.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, unfortunately not.
Yeah.
I don't have that skill.
Yeah.
But maybe I will one day.
One day,
Yeah.
Once you've tried everything, might as well just add agent.
An agent?
Yeah.
Okay. So maybe I will.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a lot of phone calls that you got to make.
It is, yeah.
I don't like talking on the phone. So I'm more, I don't know, I'd rather just be the comedian.
Yeah.
And get an agent, like you do the agent stuff.
Yeah.
Malachi. Yeah. Maybe he'll be my agent.
He'd be a good agent. He has Judaism in his family, so.
Does he? Okay.
I think he said it like his mom's father was Jewish or something.
Yeah, he might have said that. Was that
the
last episode?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Malachi might be a good agent someday. But if he doesn't get tied up in that pedophile ring stuff, then, he might be a good agent.
Malachi?
Yeah.
Well, it technically is too old,
Yeah, it's true.
for a pedophile.
Well, no, I'm saying if he becomes one of the pedophiles.
Oh, he could be a pedophile.
Yeah.
Right. I guess that's always on.
That's always an option.
Right. We're getting into some weird things.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. So this is the new format of the Boiz. It didn't really.
Yeah, it's so
nothing really
different from
changed.
the last one.
Yeah.
What was it? We had asked for suggestions.
Yeah, I don't know. Leave a comment.
Just ideas.
Yeah, let us know in the comments what you think we could talk about or what we can make fun of or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
This is.
And then we'll talk about it on the next one because it's too late. We can't talk about it now.
Well, yeah. The episode has to come out first, and then.
Yeah, I'll be leaving this comment next week.
Yeah, and we'll read the comments. So leave a comment if you want. If you want to comment the N word, and then Matt has to say it next week, that'd be pretty cool.
I don't think it would be.
No.
But if you just leave the comment, it would help the algorithm.
Right.
Or
so comment the N word on this episode.
If that's what really calls to you,
yeah,
then do it. But you should also kind of get that checked out if that's,
right.
It kind of says something about you.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, don't comment mean stuff about our shitty content.
Right.
It's not nice. But if that's the only thing you could possibly comment, then you're better off
then
doing
just do it.
Nothing.
Yeah.
So just type something in there. Even just go like blue, like don't even just like type in things.
Just random
and just
letters.
Enter.
Uh-huh.
It doesn't have to be.
That helps with the algorithm
right?
too. Yeah.
Do that. The algorithms can't read.
Right.
Actually, they probably can't.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at that.
Yeah.
But
a comment is a fucking comment. They
right.
know that doesn't have some kind of deeper meaning.
Yeah.
Like the Bible, according to Jordan Peterson.
Right.
Right. There's a hidden code in it.
Mm-hmm. We could probably get Jordan Peterson on the podcast.
We can try. Yeah.
I think he'd come.
In the middle of he had a debate with
Dababy.
Richard Dawkins. No, I don't think Jordan Peterson debated Dababy, to my knowledge. That'd be an interesting debate. But him and Richard Dawkins are talking about. Richard Dawkins thinks the Bible's stupid, and Jordan Peterson says it's not.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going back and forth on that.
I'd watch Jordan Peterson debate Dababy. Yeah.
I'd watch that too.
Yeah.
I don't know what they would talk.
I don't know what Dababy's stances on anything are, but just imagine it opposed Jordan Peterson's.
What kind of baby is Dababy?
He's Dababy.
Can he stand? Is he a baby that can stand yet?
I think so.
That small of a baby that he's still.
He's a pretty grown baby.
Grown baby?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's walking?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of almost when babyhood starts to end, once you start walking.
Yeah, he really should be called like the toddler.
The toddler? Okay.
The adolescent, maybe. I don't know.
Adolescent?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't
Pitch
know.
it to him.
The baby, you gotta...
See
I don't even know if he still makes music. I haven't heard from him in a while.
He got in trouble for something.
Something like that.
Oh, he was making like homophobic comments.
Oh, yeah. Which who doesn't nowadays, you know?
Yeah.
That's what the P-Boys is built on.
Whatever.
We could have the baby on.
Maybe that's an idea for a skit.
What?
Dababy and his relatives are the infant, the adolescent, the teenager, the
adult,
the college kid.
Yeah.
Right. Something.
And then the one they don't talk to is the transgender.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. That would be the college kid.
The college kid, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have anything you want to promote, Matt?
I'll be at Irish Tavern on November 1st.
There we go.
Which is that before or after?
That's before this episode is going to come out.
That's before. Okay. So if you're watching this, then November 1st.
You probably did great
a couple of days ago. You missed me at Irish Tavern, and I fucking crushed it, I think.
Yeah, probably.
In the future, which
you
is
did,
past now.
That was great. That was a great set that you did at the Irish Tavern.
The Irish Tavern?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I don't really have anything to promote. You can subscribe to the Joseph Shows or to this channel, or both, really.
Yeah.
That's it.
Subscribe to both.
Yeah.
And leave comments. Ideally nice ones, but any comment at all will do.
All right. That's been it for the P-Boys. We'll see you next time. Big peace.